I hope you understand what is coming out now and why is it important. My next video is what about sexual orientation and coming out during adolescence. Now, before I read this, I'm gonna say my viewpoint on coming out when you are a teenager or even as a kid in general. It'd be hard because your parents love you very much. So you have to learn how to do it correctly, and so that they don't freak out in a way that you don't want them to freak out. Because it's not just hard for you, but it's also hard to heal by the parents of you. So, adolescence is a period when people separate from their parents and families and begin to develop autonomy. Adolescence can be a period of experimentations, and many youths may question their sexual feelings. Becoming aware of sexual feelings is a normal development task of adolescence. Sometimes adolescents have same-sex feelings or experiences that cause confusion about the sexual orientations. This confusion appears to decline over time with different outcomes for different individuals. So yeah, I mean, my mom believes that you don't actually know your own sexual orientation until you're like 20. Because during your teen years, that's when you are experimenting and figuring out what you are into. Are you into guys? Are you into girls? What is your type? How do you feel inside? I know, like with me, I've been boy crazy since preschool. And I had 4 boyfriends, and now I'm with my 5th boyfriend now, Edgar. And yeah, there was a time when I would look at a girl and be like, she's cute. I'm attracted to her. And I was confused. I thought that I might be bi. Sometimes I am confused about that. But right now, I'm straight. I'm going to say I'm straight until I figure out that I do like girls. Because that's how I feel inside. Some adolescents desire and engage in same-sex behavior, but do not identify as lesbian, gay, or bisexual. Sometimes because of the stigma associated with a non-heterosexual orientation. Some adolescents experience continuing feelings of same-sex attractions, but do not engage in any sexual activities, or may engage in heterosexual behavior for varying lengths of time because of the stigma associated with same-sex attractions. Many youths experience same-sex attractions for many years before becoming sexually active with partners of the same sex or disclosing their attractions to others. So it's a journey. It's a journey that you are on figuring out your feelings and how you want to act with those feelings and figure out how to come out with those feelings. So sometimes that's why some people don't even date in high school, because they are into the same sex, but they are not supposed to be dating the same sex because their parents don't believe in that kind of stuff. So they'll be dating the opposite sex to make their parents happy. Make sense? No, it does not to me, because in my opinion, anyone should be open and be able to express how they feel. For some young people, this process of exploring same-sex attractions leads to a lesbian, gay, or bisexual identity. For some, acknowledging this identity can bring an end to confusion. When these young people receive the support of parents and others, they are often able to live satisfying and healthy lives, and more through this usual process of adolescence development. The younger a person is when she or he acknowledges a non-heterosexual identity, the few internal and external resources she or he is likely to have. Therefore, youths who come out early and particularly is in need of support from parents and others. Because, hey, they're your 5-year-old, they're your 13-year-old. old. You do not want them to be gay. They're too young to understand this stuff. That's why their sources are so limited. But of course, if you put like safe homes, for instance, you would have to be like 13 to 24 to go to safe homes, and they will give you the resources you need to come out to your parents as gay or lesbian or bi, and it will give you sources on how to figure out these feelings that you have inside. They have counselors, HIV rapid testing if you had sex and you think you have HIV. You can tell your parents to go to a PFLAG meeting, parents and friends of lesbian and gay. Then that way they will get some sources, and learn about gays and lesbians' attractions to each other. Simple as that. Young people who identified as lesbian, gay, or bisexual may be more likely to face certain problems, including being bullied and have a negative experience in school. These experiences are associated with negative outcomes, such as suicidal thoughts and high-risk activities, such as unprotected sex and alcohol and drug use. On the other hand, many lesbian, gay, and bisexual youths appear to experience no greater level of health or mental health risks where problems occur. They are closely associated with experience of bias and discrimination in the environment. Support from important people in the teen's life can provide a very helpful counterpart to bias and discrimination. So, like I said before, we want to end the suicidal thoughts and all that stuff. We want to decrease the number of suicide in this country and in this world. So to give them all these sources, all these resources on how to express themselves is very crucial. It's very important. And also educate ourselves on these issues, so that way we can be there to help our kids when they need help the most. Support in the family, at school, and in the broader society helps to reduce risk and encourage healthy development. Youth need caring and support appropriately to put high expectations and the encouragement to participate actively with peers. Lesbian, gay, and bisexual youth who do well despite stress, like all adolescents who do well despite stress, tend to be those who are socially competent, who have good problem-solving skills, who have a sense of autonomy and purpose, and who look forward to the future. We need people like that. In a related vein, some young people are presumed to be lesbian, gay, or bisexual because they don't abide by traditional gender rule. Example, the cultural beliefs about what is appropriate masculine and feminine appearance and behavior. Whether these youths identified as heterosexual or as lesbian, gay, or bisexual, they encounter prejudice and discrimination based on the presumption that they are lesbian, gay, or bisexual. The best support for these young people is school and social climates that do not tolerate discrimination, language, and behavior. So it's like, because someone's dressed up feminine, like a guy dressed feminine, that means they're gay. Or a girl dressed masculine because she's a lesbian. Or bi, or whatever. No, that's not the case. Like with me, I am well, you can look at me and say I'm a girly girl, but I'm not a girly girl. I'm a tomboy. I'm into video games and stuff that have to do with boys, like sports and boxing. I'm into that kind of stuff. But you will know that because of how I dress and how I appear, because I look girly. I look feminine, and besides I'm weak. So, but yeah, I hope that was very educational. Bye now. Sorry it was like almost 10 minutes long.